mouse pad and it's switched me off. I do need prayers. It's gonna kill me. Damn it. Oh well. Alright, this is a quick gauntlet guide. When you come in here, we're in Prif. This is, there's not much to show here, sorry. I thought I was going to show the world map, but when you're in Prif, there's a area called the Gauntlet. There's two versions of it you can do. You can do the regular one, and you can do the corrupted one. The corrupted one is much harder. I'm going to do the regular Gauntlet just to show you the steps for it. Whether you live or die, you'll be able to claim from the rewards chest, but the rewards chest will be not that special. And you can't go in there with anything, so make sure you have nothing on you. If you have stuff on you, just put it into the deposit box. Once inside, you'll notice that you have a bunch of tools with you and a teleport seed. If you need more tools, you can pick them up in here if you end up dropping anything in the room. This is where you make equipment. You just click Sing on Crystal Bowl, and when you have enough shards, you'll be able to have options to select from. If you're confused or you don't watch a guide beforehand, there's explanations here on the recipes and the potions that you can make. This is a range where you can cook stuff and a water pump once you have files. You can collect crystals by either killing creatures or collecting resources. You need about 6 of these cotton balls. That gives you a good amount of equipment a good amount of resources for creating armor. The way that I normally recommend doing this, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill this here, is you start in a room and you go clockwise around. Just out of habit, click that room open because I wanted to. So once you get the weapon frame, which is important, and you can only get that from killing creatures, you can go ahead and create your weapon, which can be either a crystal staff, a crystal bow, or a crystal halberd. I usually start with the staff. And I have 30 shards left. I'm going to go ahead and grind up one of them, and then I'm going to use the rest of the shards to make, what are these called? Vials. I'm only going to take one with me, and I'm going to put this in the water here. So this is for making potions, and because I'm not making any more potions, I can drop the pestle in water. I'm going to go ahead and kill the rest of these in here to get the shards.
Nice. Nice.
You got another teleport crystal, which is good. Alright, so again, we're going clockwise around because it's closest to the room. It gives us the best space to work in when collecting these resources. You're going to do it like that when you're on the corrupted gauntlet also, because you'll have much less time. I think you start with 6 minutes instead of 10 minutes, something like that. I'm just collecting the resources in the rooms as I enter. This Grim plant right here, that's what we need to create the prayer potion. It's a prayer and stamina mix, so we're going to go ahead and make that. Good. Now that we have that, that's a big chunk of our progress complete. I usually suggest about 8 pieces of food or more, depending on the armor that you get. I'm going to go ahead and just collect all the food that we have in this room. Okay. I'm going to go back and cook the food and drop it on the ground so that as we move into the other rooms that we'll be able to collect the resources that are in there. But we know that we have the potion done and the food done from this part. This food heals about 20 HP, which is, so it's like a shark. And you can upgrade them and turn them into crystals, paddlefish, but they actually lose hit points. What they gain is the ability for you to one-tick eat, so like a shark and Quambra mix. We don't need any more of that. So we're going to go around to the next side of the room, take a peek. We can kill these because we're still trying to get another weapon.
Nice. Nice.
If they don't have the weapon frame, then we need to go more in some other features.
Nice.
Okay. I'll leave those fish there. So we're going to go around the rest of the room and see if we can find anything else we need. We do need more ore, at least 6. It's really, if you do 7, that works too, but I find that 6 works just fine for me. It's just an even number for me to work with. I don't want to kill those. I want to see if I can find something better to fight, so I'm going to stagger outwards a little bit. And we also need to collect wood. So if we find wood, that's good. Okay. These typically drop a lot of crystal shards, so I'm going to go ahead and kill these.
Nice.
And what you can do with the crystal shards at this point, even though we don't have the wood, is you can upgrade the weapon that we have to attuned, which gives it a much stronger DPS. And so we have the other weapon frame, so I'm going to go ahead and run back. Even though we have a teleport seed, I'm still going to run back. Because I'd like to use that later when we have much further depth to go in. So I'm going to go ahead and attune the crystal staff, and I'm going to attune also the crystal bow with the second weapon frame that we have. It's up to you whether or not you want to drop the ore or keep the stuff on you. I like to have it on me because I like to know what I have at all times. Alright, here's a dark beast. So as you go to the outside of the rooms, notice how we can't go any deeper. You'll encounter different types of creatures in here. So you're really gonna
Nice.
And when you're attacking these, they typically drop, they do drop the upgraded equipment for the resource for the upgraded equipment for the weapons. So this one will drop a bowstring. And that bowstring will make this into a perfected crystal bow. The dragon will be a crystal orb, and the bear will drop a crystal spike for the halberd. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this other weapon frame, just in case I want to make the halberd. Sometimes you find yourself in positions where you can't find maybe the one that you're trying to kill. Like you're trying to find the dragon and you keep finding bears. So it just makes sense to have all 3 weapons made at this point. Or at least available to be made. You will find sometimes 2 of the same type of creature. Oh, there's some wood. And that's okay. Kill them, because they have a 50% chance of dropping the item that you need. Whether it's a spike, or at this point either a spike or an orb. So if we find another dark beast, we're going to go ahead and kill it. We won't get a second bowstring, we'll just get one of the other items that we need. Still looking for wood too, so I'm just going to keep pushing. Oh, good, we found some wood. I don't care about this guy, I just want to see if I can find another dragon or something. So we're just going to keep running around the outside of the room. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. I'm usually protecting for melee here, but I'm in the zone. Just trying to find what I'm looking for. Oh my god. And sometimes it's like this, and this is why you keep the crystal teleport seeds on you, because you might be spending half your time looking for the damn creatures. Okay. Case in point, no dragon, but we'll kill it. You want to be protecting from melee, or you want to drag him to a point in which that he can't fight you. This is because he's focused on melee, you can actually corner him in certain areas. One of the best places to do that is either on the edges, or you can stand like right here or here, and he won't be able to cross. That helps you save a prayer.
Nice.
We got crystal shards, crystal spike, and we're going to drop the axe. We're going to drop the axe so we have room for this weapon frame. I'm going to keep looking for the dragon. There's the dragon, perfect. Grab the crystal shards, the crystal orb. I almost teleported without it. Well, we have enough fish, so I can drop the harpoon. And can always get it back later if we needed it. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport back now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and, with 50 seconds left, create the perfected weapons and the armor. Cool. And now, most importantly, you want to remember... Oops, did I forget something? No. I need to pick up the food. I think I grabbed an extra weapon frame by accident. That's probably why I didn't have room before. So I'm going to take these crystal shards and do one last thing with them. I don't normally do this unless I'm on the Corrupted Gauntlet, but I'm going to create crystal paddlefish. And like I said, it gives you the ability to do one-tick eats, which can be helpful if you're in a pinch. So I try to arrange these so that I can just quickly eat them in one tick. The crystal monolith always starts with range, so we're going to protect from range and make sure that our attack style is going to be not what he's protecting. So I'm starting on magic, so I'm going to attack him with magic. You're going to want to stay outside of these tiles. While they're blue, they're safe, but the minute they turn orange, they do damage to you. Let's switch to magic protection now. And magic combat. Occasionally you'll see a purple it's going to turn your prayer off and to turn back on. Switching to range. Range protection, and now we're switching to magic combat. Watch out for these guys. The rule is you count to 3 and then you shoot. And that's range protection, so we're going to shoot. I do have a halberd that I'm not trying to use it yet. You don't have to use it, honestly. Between the both of you, the staff, it's pretty good combination. I meant to click the staff that time, I ended up picking up the... Careful with those. This is why I don't like using the halberd, because you have to be within a certain range to use it. Mage combat. Because I'm in close combat, I'm going to switch to halberd. Necessary. Anyways, so that's the gauntlet in short. And then once you're done there, whether you were dead or alive, you go to the rewards chest and you open it.
Nice.
And sometimes you get great rewards and sometimes it's not so great. But the one thing I do like to get from here are the crystal shards. The crystal shards I use to make enchanted crystal keys. I just buy a bunch of crystal keys from the GE, and then I use the shards to make crystal keys for the chests that are in the upstairs area of Prif. And I typically make pretty good money doing that. Usually 2.5 times. Oops, I'm trying to show you. Let's see here. Tones of the Mask is, yeah. So I've opened 1,398 crystal chests there. And I made a total of 60 mil so far. And that's just using the crystal shards, 10 crystal shards to make one enchanted key. And you'll get keys back, rune armor, rune ores. There are uniques in there like the Dragonstone gloves. You'll also find that you'll get a lot of the crystal acorns there that help you make crystal shards. But yeah, that's one of the values of that. It's not just for creating the crystal tools and weapons. It can make you some money too. But thanks for watching the video, and Corrupted Gauntlet.